I really don't know why I love these so much, but I just do. I just love this. It's so good. It's beautiful, and it's like the size of my head. Hey guys, welcome back. So I've got my Sephora favorites and VIB recommendations video for you today. Several of y'all requested that I do this video, so I've got it for you today, and I have way too many things gathered here. This is just a hard video to narrow down because I have so many things that I love at Sephora. So yeah, there's just a lot of things in this video. And I know I've done this at least one other time, if not several other times, talked about my like Sephora favorites and recommendations and stuff. So any of those videos that I can find on my channel, I'll link down below for you. And I also have some friends that have done this video or are going to do this video. So any other Sephora recommendations videos, either on my channel or some of my friends' channels, I'll link down below for you so you can get lots of suggestions. But yeah, I have a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff sitting in front of me, so let's jump into it. Okay, I'm starting out strong in the hair care department. I only have one to talk about, which is really good. I narrowed this down. So I have to mention the Caviar CC Cream 10-in-1 Complete Correction Leave-In Hair Perfector. This is great. It is like such an all-in-one hair perfector, protector, anti-breakage, heat protection, softness, smoothness, shine. It just does a lot of good things for your hair. So I like that about it, that it does good things, but also what I love is it doesn't weigh my hair down. I have really fine hair, so pretty much everything weighs it down, but this really doesn't do that at all. Like, I just noticed it makes the texture of my hair really nice. I feel like my hair looks healthier and just behaves better for me when I'm using this. I love it so much, and it's a great time to pick it up because it is, you know, it's a pricier hair care product, but I think this size is maybe $35, but I think there's a smaller one too that's around 20 or 25. Some skincare lines and specific products that I love. Origins is always going to be one of my very favorite skincare lines just because it's more on the natural side, it's very gentle, it's more on the affordable side. So love, love, love Origins. I can't live without my checks and balances. I purchase this over and over and over. This is my go-to face wash, but I love the whole line. I love the Murad line. They have some great things. One of my standouts right now is the Complete Reform with Glyco Firming Complex. This is in their Age Reform line. It's just a really great like treatment for your skin. I can really tell a difference in just the texture of my skin, fine lines, everything. I mean, I really, really love this product, but really everything that I've tried from Murad, I've been impressed with. So love that line. And then specifically from Clinique, the Clinique Smart Custom Repair Serum. Love this so much. It's just like a do-it-all, all-in-one type of a skincare treatment. It's great. Again, I notice the same kind of things with this one that I do with this one. Just like the texture is better of my skin, fine lines are less noticeable, pores are less noticeable. It's just a great skincare product. So, so good. Okay, now I'm gonna go by brand. So I've got everything else sectioned off by my favorites by each brand. So from Benefit, I love their box blushes. Two of my very favorites are Rockateur and Hervana. Rockateur is just a beautiful, everyday, glowy, nude kind of a blush. It goes with any makeup look that you've got going on. It just gives such a gorgeous like sheen to your skin. It's beautiful. Hervana is just a really pretty like kaleidoscope of pinks that makes just a gorgeous everyday go with everything pink color. It is beautiful. This one I would say is best suited for light to medium skin tones because it is a really light, subtle pink blush, but it's really gorgeous. But this one, if you had to choose between the two, Rockateur is my pick, but I also do really love Hervana. And I have a lot of favorites from Urban Decay, so you cannot go wrong with one of the Naked palettes. I mean, these are just all so beautiful. I love them. I love the Naked Basics too. I didn't even grab those, but I love those also. If I had to choose one from the Naked palette line, just the original is my all-time favorite. I love this palette so much. It's just a great neutral, everyday sort of a palette, but also it can be a really beautiful, like smoky, dramatic palette too. It's just very, very versatile. I love the Vice 4. I have a whole review video on this. I mean, just look at it. Oh, it's so pretty to look at. The packaging is so pretty to look at, but the shadows inside are pretty to look at. It's just pretty to look at. I just love this palette. and it's colorful and just fun. I love it so much. So if you like colorful shades and neutrals, this has both options in there for you, and it's just cute. My absolute favorite long wearing liner from Sephora is the Urban Decay. These are the 24/7 Velvet Glide On Eye Pencils, and this is in black velvet. I just find this to be so long wearing. It is like jet black, and I mean, it stays around. I love this liner so much. I used to really love the Marc Jacobs liners. I think those are really good, the like gel liners in the pen type form, but it's not a pen, the pencil type form. The ones that are in the silver things, you know what I'm talking about. I really do like those, but I find that they dry out a little bit. This one I think is even better. Honestly, this is my number one now over that one, because I find it to be just as long wearing, but it doesn't dry out on me, and I like that I can sharpen it and get it really a precise point on the end so that I can get, you know, just better application. So this is a great liner. And then I have been obsessing over the Matte Revolution lipsticks this year. These are so good. I love the regular Revolution lipsticks too. I have not tried the sheers, so I don't know about those, but these are so good. This one is in Matte After Dark. Oh my goodness. This would be my pick from the group, but I really think they're all so good. I have Matte Bittersweet, this one, and Matte Menace, but I have more on my list that I would love to get. I really would like 1993, and then they have two that are exclusive to Urban Decay online, so that wouldn't like relate to this sale, the VIB sale, but I would like those as well. So I think they're all just really, really nice, very long wearing, super comfortable matte lipsticks. And then I have a ton of favorites from Too Faced also. I love their packaging, and I feel like they have really good products inside too, so I have a lot of favorites. The chocolate bar palettes, these are adorable. I still keep them in their little outside packaging because I think they're adorable even in their boxes, and then the little chocolate bars inside make me happy. They smell good. They're great eyeshadows. These are some of my like favorites in my collection. They're just cute and they're good. This is no surprise because I've been a broken record about the Le Grand Chateau set. This is adorable. It's like a little Barbie house almost with amazing makeup inside. It comes with, I have a whole review video on this, so I'm not gonna go into depth, but it comes with 3 different little palettes inside, a little mascara as well. It's adorable. It's really good. I just love it. I would definitely recommend this set. The Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer is one of my standouts in my collection as far as bronzers go. It is just such a nice everyday matte bronzer. I love it. I'm wearing it today. It's just one of my go-tos. Like if I am not wanting to use a specific different bronzer, like to try it out or whatever, if it's just like a, you know, those products that you can just go to, they're tried and true for you, this is one of those. I love it. It smells amazing. It's just a great bronzer. And then I love the Melteds, the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipsticks. These are awesome. I'm wearing one right now. They really are long wearing, and they're just like a cool product. That they're just, I don't know. This one I got in the little like Melted Kisses and Sweet Cheeks set, so it's a smaller size. This is the one that I'm wearing. This is in Melted Fig. So it's got the little like, I don't know, squeezy applicator end. So it's just kind of something different. But it's a really good formula because it really does stick around on your lips a good amount of time. They have a bunch of different colors. Some of my standout favorites, Melted Strawberry, Melted Nude, and then Melted Fig, the one I'm wearing. So, love these. If you love a good red, like a retro red, get Melted Strawberry. It is like, oh, so good. From Kat Von D, I've kind of re-fallen in love with my Monarch palette. This is just a beautiful neutral palette. It's really warm. These are really great shadows. They blend beautifully. They wear really well. You know, you can get like an everyday sort of a look if you pick the more like neutrally shades, but then you can go like more dramatic with a really nice gold. I mean, this color right here like makes the whole palette. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. So the quality on these shadows is just incredible. I love the collection of colors in that palette. It's a standout. Then you guys know my love for the Studded Kiss lipsticks. I really don't know why I love these so much, but I just do. The packaging is amazing. They wear really well on your lips. They are on the more like matte side. I mean, they are matte lipsticks, most of them. So they can feel a little bit more drying, but I think they're very comfortable still, but they just stick around really, really well on your lips. Two of my standouts are Chula, which is a really gorgeous, like, I don't know, warm red terracotta color. It's like fall in a lipstick tube. And then Magic. This is like such a pretty pink color, and it's got like little tiny micro shimmer in it that's, I mean, it's like barely even detectable, but it just makes it something different and interesting. These smell yummy, like vanilla, like creme brulee. I love these so much. I mean, really, I don't think you can go wrong with any of them because she's got some really fun colors, but also some great neutrals. But these are two of my standouts for sure. From Tarte, I'm always gonna love their blushes. I feel like these are such nice quality. It's super cute that the outside packaging matches the blush inside, so that's a little added bonus. But these are just good. They blend really well on your cheeks, but they stay around a really long time, so they're very long wearing. Two of my standouts would be Exposed and also Natural Beauty, and I have reasons that I picked both of these. Exposed is like that perfect everyday, goes with everything natural blush color. It's a great bridal blush just because it's not like overpowering, it's not a wha-bam blush, but it's just a beautiful color. It just goes with everything. So it's a great staple color. But then also Natural Beauty, I think is a really fun one for this time of year because it has that kind of like, ooh, you just came in from it being so cold outside and you're just a little bit chilly, and if you blend it really well onto the cheeks, it can be like that really natural kind of a blush color. So it doesn't look like it would be. I mean, it's like a red blush, but if you apply it right and just very subtly, it really can look very natural and just that little sweet doll kind of a look on your cheeks. And then I have to mention the Tarte Light of the Party set because this is just such a good value. I have a whole review video on this if you want to check that out. But it's a great value that if you are wanting to kind of dip your toe into some Tarte products, I mean, this is like you're dipping your whole foot into Tarte products because this is like a lot. You get a lot in this palette, this whole set. I mean, you've got a mascara and just tons of eyeshadows. There's a bronzer in here and a blush. So check out the review video if you want to see more swatches and all that. But it's just such a good value that I wanted to mention it to you. And I feel like Tarte shadows are just a great staple, easy, everyday kind of a shadow because they're not super dramatic, they're not super glittery, they're just more on the subtle, sweet, everyday kind of side of eyeshadows, if that makes sense. Some lipsticks from a couple of companies that I want to mention. The Marc Jacobs La Marque lipsticks. These are, I think, some of the nicest lipsticks in Sephora. I like these better than the NARS Audacious lipsticks because they're just so good. Like, they are really creamy and comfortable on the lips, but they're also very long wearing too, like surprisingly long wearing for how comfortable they are. I think they're so nice, and they just, like, the packaging feels really high-end and fancy, so these are great. One of my standouts would be Infamous. This was kind of like a shocker favorite to me, actually. I don't know why, because it's a really pretty kind of warm mauve color, so it's a great like everyday kind of a color, but I don't know, I thought it would maybe be a little bit boring, but I actually love it. I don't think it's boring at all. But the formula in these is just so great. And then I'm also really loving the Big and Sexy Bold Gel lipsticks from Buxom. So they have some matte ones, and then they also have some satin finish ones. The satin finish one that I have, I do really like, but I like my matte one better. This one is in Forbidden Berry, which was, I mentioned this when I first hauled it and showed swatches and stuff. It ended up being way more red than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be more like a deep berry, like a purpley berry color. This is more kind of like a pinky red, but I do still really like it. It's very comfortable, does bleed a little bit, so I would wear this one with a lip liner. I don't know if all the satin finish ones do or just the specific color, but just a side note, I would definitely wear that with a lip liner. The matte one that I have, I'm like obsessed with. I think you definitely should check this one out. This is Evocative Petal, and it's just like a beautiful, warm, I don't know, pinky terracotta color. It's a terracotta, but it has, I don't know, a little bit of pink or red in it or something. Well, terracotta would have red, but you know what I'm saying. It's less of that brown tan terracotta and more of like the pinky side of it. But it's beautiful, really nice formula. These have fun packaging too. They're magnetic and the word buxom comes together, so that's just fancy and fun. So I would definitely recommend these. And then finally from Sephora collection, I love the cream lip stains. These are some of my favorite liquid lipsticks to wear because they're just really pigmented, opaque, easy to apply, really long wearing, but I just find them to be more comfortable than a lot of other formulas. Two of my favorites would be Marvelous Mauve, and this one is Blackberry Sorbet. Marvelous Mauve is pretty similar to what I'm wearing. It's just a really pretty mauve-y shade, everyday kind of a color, and Blackberry Sorbet is that dramatic kind of deep berry. It's beautiful, but I recommend all these because they're just a really nice formula. And then I love their bronzers. This is the Bronzing Face Powder in Fiji. This was kind of a surprise favorite to me. I just got it to try it out and it ended up being really, really beautiful. It's like kind of reminds me of NARS Laguna in that it's, I don't know, just like a glowy, subtle, everyday bronzer, but it's not too glowy that you can't contour with it. So it's just a perfect do-it-all kind of bronzer, but it has a really nice texture to it. It's really so good. So if you have kind of like overlooked the Sephora collection, specifically their bronzers, this is definitely one to check out. And then also their blushes are really good too. I love the formula on those. Really any of them I think you would be, you know, happy with. I've been happy with all the ones I've gotten, but I recently got this beauty, the Ombre Obsession Face Palette. This is amazing. If you're wanting to like try out the different Sephora blushes and you're just not sure about the formula, I would give this a try because this is beautiful that you get so many different options. You get a really pretty highlight in the middle. It's just awesome. So pretty. I have a whole like review swatches video on the holiday things that I got from the Sephora collection. So if you want to see swatches on that, you can check out that video. But I just love this. It's so good. It's beautiful and it's like the size of my head. Alright guys, so that wraps up my Sephora favorites and VIB recommendations. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video and I hope it was really helpful for you. Please give it a thumbs up if it was and let me know down below some of your favorites from Sephora because I think, like, I'm interested to read them. I think that would be really fun, but I think it would also be really helpful for everybody else reading the comments too, that we can just kind of like all share together our favorites and it can be just a little discussion about what we love at Sephora. So let us know that down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!